everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you my recap for this week ending the 11th of December, where I've managed to meet my profit target and finish the week up 2.5% on my account. So let's dive onto the computer. I'll break down my data with you and also my trade for today. Hey guys, so before I load up the charts, I'm just going to go into my broker's account history to share with you my metrics for the week. So let's just choose this period, so the Monday to the Friday. As you can probably see, it's actually Thursday today because I've been tending not to trade Friday because I think that Friday can sometimes be quite choppy, and while I'm still learning and still class myself as a beginner building that consistency and profitability, I'm choosing to avoid trading Fridays. It might change in the future as I get more experience, but for now I feel like I've become more profitable by dropping Friday, so I've been favouring not doing that. But as you can see, here are my trades for this week, and I have finished up £8.09 on my account, which might not sound like much, but if you've been following my account, you'll know that I've been trading a very small account and I've been focusing on managing my risk. So I started the week with around about £355 in my account, and I've been risking 1% per trade, so I'm only risking about £3.50 per trade. But I've been focusing more on the percentage of that account rather than the currency, because I think that once I add more money into that account or decide to trade with a large account, I'll be trading exactly the same if I can focus on percentages rather than currencies and try to help avoid slipping into emotional trading. That being said, although I'm up £8.09 on my account, I'm actually up 2.5% this week, which I'm really happy about because that is the target I've set, because I want to aim to hit 10% a month. So breaking that down, it works out around about 2.5% a week, and it feels great to have achieved that this week. And just so you can see a little bit more clearly, I'll just load up my weekly metrics sheet here. So no trades Monday and no trades on Friday, so I've only traded 3 days this week. I basically had a break-even day on Tuesday. So looking on my trade record sheet here for Tuesday the 8th, I actually took 3 trades this day and none of them worked out. I really tried. I was just being very quick to get out break-even as price didn't move, and pretty much for all 3 of these trades it was the right thing to do because it would have gone to my original stop loss. So although it's a break-even day, I think I traded really well that day because I avoided any unnecessary losers, which I think is really important to help grow an account. Wednesday, I did end up having quite a good day Wednesday, but today was the better day, which is what I'm going to show you on the charts. So my winning trade today was taken on £USD, which has been the main pair I've been focusing on. I think it's been improving my performance by just focusing on one pair because I'm becoming very familiar with the way it moves, and I think it just helps to harness focus when I'm trading. So I loaded up the 4-hourly chart this morning for £USD, and we have been in a period of consolidation. It's quite messy and it's quite choppy, but I think there are still opportunities to scalp these moves. And the large grey areas here are areas of market structure that I've drawn out onto this chart for the 4-hourly, where I think that we have potential trading opportunities in between these areas. Now, as you can see on the 4-hourly chart, we have come up and broke this structure, but only to have a false break and come back down here, which shows to me signs of weakness. Jumping onto the hourly chart and just moving this forwards a little bit, I loaded this chart up just before the London session at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'd already been having quite a strong move to the downside. My first thought when I saw this and saw price moving lower and lower was a bit of frustration because I felt like I'd missed the move. But then I thought, well, that's just emotional. I need to give it a chance to see what it does. Now, when I've been taking trades before 8 o'clock, they've generally not gone very well. So I told myself this morning I was going to wait for at least 10 minutes after the 8 o'clock open to kind of wait until the dust settles, because the volume comes in at 8 o'clock and I wanted to just see what happened and then saw which directional bias was favoured, whether it was going to continue down or whether it was going to maybe bounce to the upside. So moving to the 1-minute chart here, and you can see this nice downtrend that we've been on just before the 8 o'clock London open. Now I've marked these small grey areas here for the 1 minute market structure, which is basically where we were making lower lows, lower highs, another lower low and a lower high. And I was just watching these areas because I thought that if we could break above these areas and establish some sort of support, that maybe we'd see a bounce, because we were coming down to this big possible resistance area on the 4-hourly chart. And I was kind of thinking that we would see reaction around this area and maybe a bounce for an uptrend. So just moving price on, because at this point I was not in any trades, I was just watching price to see what it does, and I didn't actually have a directional bias at this point. I had these two areas drawn, as you can see, because at the moment price is consolidating between them, and I was basically seeing if we got a break to either side of these areas, either short or long. If we had a break down and then a retest and a rejection, I'd be looking to get in to continue in the direction, be it a break to the downside or a break to the upside. So for now, I was just watching and seeing what happened. At 8:15, we actually got a breakdown, and at first I thought that this was going to be a potential short opportunity to continue with this downtrend. However, once we tapped this area of market structure, we had quite a strong bullish candle coming back up here. And another bullish candle which then closed back within this range. So at this point I looked back to the 5-minute chart just to go up a time frame for confirmation, and I could see that we were forming quite a strong bullish pin bar on the 5-minute, rejecting this market structure, which to me indicated that there'd be room for a long. It's probably going to be a short pullback move, but I felt like it was definitely a potential scalping opportunity. So I set my forecast here at 1.33100. using a 10 pip stop, and I was using a 2% target because I didn't want to overstay my welcome because we were in this downtrend. But I thought that we had potential for a 2% scalp, which would have gone back to this previous area of market structure on the 30-minute time frame. After I got into this trade, we consolidated a little bit around my entry, and then we started to get a nice push up. Once price hit 1%, which was at 1.33203, I then moved my stop to break even just to manage the risk on my account, because obviously we have been in the stronger downtrend, and there was a chance that, especially for this upper part of this 1 minute consolidation, it might be grabbing liquidity for a further move down. So I was quite quick to bring my stop up just to try to protect my account. However, we started to push up further. Price started to come down, and on this candlestick it was literally about 3 marginal pips from my break-even stop. So I pretty much thought I was going to get stopped out at this point, but it bounced off that area and formed a bullish pin bar. From then, price then continued upwards towards my 2% target, where I managed to get a really nice trade. So it worked out really well. And I was also quite happy with this trade because after it moved only a couple of pips above my profit target, it then started to come back down. And if I just speed this up a little bit, you can see that it actually comes back down past my break-even point and then into what would have been my stop zone. So I felt like I had the right idea for a smaller target for this trade, but a 2% target is still a really nice positive profit-loss ratio. And this trade is what gave me a nice 2% win on the day, or £6.21 on my small account. The way that I've been trying to keep my motivation alive and thinking about the bigger picture for this is imagining if I had a larger account. So say that I was trading with a £20,000 account for this. If I then took this trade exactly the same way in a £20,000 account, making 2%, I would have made £400 on this trade. So it's quite interesting to see the differences, because trading exactly the same way with a tiny account and a large account, and suddenly you can see the potential that trading can provide. But for now, I'm really trying to take it slow and steady and focus on that consistency before I get too far ahead and think about money. But that being said, I'm really quite happy with my progress this week. Finishing up 2.5% is a great feeling. I hope you guys have had a great week trading. Let me know below how you've gotten on, and if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.